Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Andrew, and welcome back to the Novelist, Chapter 3, The Funeral. Well, yeah, the title kind of scares me. It's evening, as it seems, and I don't know if anyone's home. I see a bunch of papers that need checking out. Linda got a phone... Okay, they are home. Linda got a phone call from God knows who. I'm going to check this guy's place first.
Oh no. Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing in Eugene, and Paul says they can't move it. He'll understand if I bail because he knows Linda, but Grofield is a different story. They won't give a damn why I missed it. They'll just get a memo and put it in a spreadsheet somewhere and write me off just a little bit more. And it's not just the timing. If I do the reading, I've got to get that chapter in shape. It's not even remotely ready for anyone to see it. Can't worry about what Paul says. He's my agent. He's supposed to stroke me. And what about Tommy?
The literal register made edition inside the books of summer and your screen.
Hi, honey. Hey, Mommy.
Oh, you came just in time, my pal. Are you not gonna work? That shit needs writing. Okay, well, your choice. You do realize that tonight I might not go with you. I might go with someone else. Not that you're not important. Don't get me wrong, and don't put words in my mouth. You are important. Let's be honest here. The others want things as well. Nothing in this guy's room? Okay, well. There's most definitely something in here. No? What? Where are the things at then? Ah, there was something in here.
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is... Most of you here...
Oh, I'm not gonna read all that just because there was something at the end that I missed. Probably her crying. I didn't want to hear that. Sorry if I skipped it, but... Sorry to hear that, Linda, but... Upstairs, I think it's cleared. Fucking hope it's cleared. Okay. Should I emerge now? No. Where's Linda? There she is. Search the house for his memories and more clues. There's clues on the table. Where's Linda?
Here we go.
Spaceman. Call Paul first thing tomorrow morning. Any possible way to move it? Is this thing
Stop.
Okay. I think I did a mistake with my choices last night. Because Linda seems to be sad. And oh, for fuck's sake, Dan, no. No! No! No!
Why did it do that?
Okay. Whew. Okay, he's turning around. That's good. But Dan is there. Dan. There's a
Change that
broke.
pulse.
Aha! Good!
Anne, I just got off the phone with Mom. She told me about Grandma Joe. I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than when Granddad died last year. Do you remember going to Grandma Joe's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Joe always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there. I hope the minister captures those little moments because they don't seem as little now. I wish the circumstances were different, but it will still be good to see you at the funeral. What am I saying? You probably won't even get this until after the funeral. I guess I just needed to write anyway. Love, Linda.
Like the 21st of this month in your calendars. For one day only, watch the world-famous Fighter 5 as they scream across the sky. Witness defying feats of flying in a display like everything you've ever seen. Guaranteed to blow you away. Well, I feel that Tommy's gonna want to do that. Did I check that?
This place is messed up.
I don't think I did. Let's go check it. Tommy, please don't look this way. Oh, you fucker. Ooh! Okay, that's gonna bite me in the ass when I'm out of here. I think I fucked up with Linda. Ooh, did a mistake. Didn't wait long enough.
Just got back from the show, if you can even call it that. I didn't sell a single piece, which isn't a surprise given the turnout. I know Dan had other things on his mind, but I told him how important it was to me.
But you didn't tell me.
It was such a good opportunity to figure out what I want to do when we get back home, too. But I can't make up my mind based on such a half-hearted exhibit. Was that Dan's way of telling me he's not ready for me to go back? I don't want to read too much into it, at least not so soon, but it's really hard not to.
God damn you. I don't want to live with that. I really don't. But every choice has its consequences. We need to get that thing done. Oh, fuck me. I really want to replay it and just pick something else, because the game is just coming to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Why are there two chairs? Alright. Well, when I come out, I think she's gonna see me. So, 3, 2, 1.
Fine, Dad.
Nothing? Nothing. Okay. I still need to check that.
Here we go.
But these two won't leave the room. How should I... What distraction should I provide? This! I'm flickering!
Checked that yesterday.
Watch me, you assholes! Oh my god, the whole family's here! Dan! You're supposed to look at it. Okay, look at this. Woo! Woo! I'm flickering, you idiots.
Why is
Look!
it broken?
Look! Dan, big news! Got a call from Bracket Books in Eugene, and they want you to do a reading from Wyman's song. Maybe from some Q&A, some book signings, all that good stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm going to be pretty pissed if you don't. Bracket is a big outlet, so if this goes well, orders for a new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Tremor's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish the new book, whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. The one was pretty good. Bracket Books, Eugene, the 21st. See you there, Paul. P.S. You know the long game, right? Nailing this one could mean a bigger advantage on the next book. Alright, Paul. Well, I did everything with Dan. Search his memories for more clues. Search his memories for more clues. Okay, I'm done with them. I checked everything that needs checking. Where is everyone? They're there.
Another thing
This
to
place
do.
is messed up.
Oh, hi, Heather.
Hey, Mommy.
Okay. Alright, let's see. What's Dan thinking about? Whoa. Whoa, what's going on there? I'm going to leave those as a memory ender, because those seem important. Anything else? Oh, hello. What you thinking about, bro? Thinking about life? Thinking about how to end this?
I think the rough draft was just enough to keep Paul off me a little longer. I hated sending it to him like that, but it was way better than sending nothing. At least I can prove I was working, that things are moving forward. He seemed to like the ideas that were there, though of course he had a lot of feedback. Fair enough. It was a rough draft, and I can't imagine the hell it would have caught if I'd sent him an empty envelope.
That's true. Okay, then. Fuck.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
Just be here for me.
No. I mean to do this. Alright, so. This guy. This little guy that has nothing to worry about. You're stuffed into your book, but I bet you can still see me. Flicker, 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 flicker. Okay, flicker that one. Flicker, 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 flicker. Yeah.
I'll get it later. Again?
No! There we go. Okay.
Is she in heaven?
Oh no.
I'm sure she is, honey.
Like kids don't understand like what's truly happening. You just have to lie to them, like, okay, not in that instance, but in most instances. Again, the same drawing? Is that it? Found everything. Well, okay then. So, read thoughts. The magazine says there's gonna be tons of fun. Do some serious work on that chapter. Stop thinking about the chapter. Linda and the chapter. Timmy can fucking wait. His needs aren't important to me. I know I might sound like a dick, but that's true. Yes, I am a bit of a dick with Timmy. Where's the phone? That's a megaphone. That's not a phone. That thing plays music. That's a toaster. That's a phone. Selecting the phone will choose Linda's resolutions for this chapter. Dan and Tommy will be disappointed. You think I care? Jesus, she needs all the support she can get, even if it is from a ghost. Okay. Alright. We'll go with Linda and Dan. What do you have to tell me, Harold Baxter? A final entry before I depart. The bank would no doubt prevent me from purchasing the house due to inherent conflict of interest. But given its history of frequent ownership changes, I feel confident the mortgage department will be glad to have the property off their hands. I believe I can set up a trust or perhaps a shell company and convince Mr. Lowry that we must part with the property for less than the market value. I feel certain I can appeal to his conservative nature. I believe it will prove to be a shrewd investment as a rental property, and I think I will now understand why people do not stay for extended periods. I found myself unable to describe this feeling precisely, but in my time here I found my mind drifting in strange ways, as if it was not always my own. But the natural beauty is undeniable, perhaps shorter visits are a wiser use of the property. Yes, I believe that it's a fine idea indeed. As you say so. If you say so, Harold Baxter, then I agree with you. It's a pretty house, not gonna lie. Anything in here? Hope there's not something like hidden behind the door or something. Hey, buddy. You're not going anywhere, I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint you, but your parents have bigger needs. Okay, where's the... Is there another journal for Harold Baxter? I don't know. There's only one. Oh, there's something there. Shiny. There it is. It seems there's always two. Forgotten all about me? Will people even show up? Who's thinking that? Always remember. remember. Okay, stop thinking about things. Diary of Claire Bradford, September 4th, 1961. We're here, so why don't I feel more excited? This was supposed to be fun, just Roger and me. Mom and Dad think we're here with Ben and Lori, but of course that was just a trick. Nope, just Roger and me in this big house by the ocean and for the whole week. I'm sad to see that there's no piano here, but I suppose a week without practice won't do me too much harm. I guess maybe being alone with Roger that long doesn't make me feel nervous, though why should that be? He's my fiancé after all. If I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with him, I shouldn't be worried about spending a week with him, should I? Everyone has second thoughts before they get married, right? Are you someone else? I missed the old guy already. Come on, what the hell, game? Alright, I'm gonna whisper something to you. Don't be pissed about it. Your wife comes first. Dan couldn't bear the thought of Linda going to the funeral alone, so he bought a ticket and flew to Denwood with her. The funeral was hard for Linda, but having Dan there made it easier to bear. They stayed up late the night of the funeral as Linda told Dan stories about Grandma Joe, and they talked of maybe being grandparents themselves one day. Dan talked Paul into a compromise. He would work on the chapter and send it to Paul as soon as he could, then Paul would try to talk Brackett into including an excerpt in the quarterly in-store preview. It wouldn't have the same impact as personal appearance, but would still build some awareness. Now the game will make me feel guilty about Timmy. When Dan told Tommy, not Timmy, he wouldn't be able to go to the show, Tommy had a crying fit and tried to tear up the magazine. He worried his parents. He hadn't thrown a fit like that for almost a year. It was exactly the kind of thing they'd hoped to avoid by spending the summer in such a quiet, peaceful place. God damn you! Who made this game? Telltale? And that's how the Kaplan's first month at the house on the cliff came to an end. Alright, this is a good place to end the session. Dan sent what he had so far to Paul. It went badly. Dan knew the work wasn't very good, and Paul echoed that judgment. He promised to keep the news from Grofield for the time being, but told Dan that without a major improvement in quality, the book might not be publishable. But I did everything! Did it matter if I chose what things I chose? Like, in what order? The next day, Dan made good on a promise to take Tommy to the woods and look for arrowheads, though he barely had the time. Tommy could tell the father was disinterested, but once he found an arrowhead, his spirits improved a bit. Dan waited while Tommy explored with enjoying it. Shortly after Tommy found the lone arrowhead, they returned home. A few nights later, Dan and Linda got a babysitter and drove into town for a date. Dan surprised Linda by giving her a necklace he stuck into town to buy the day before, and Linda surprised him back when she gave him a watch he had his eye on. When he got home and crept upstairs, made sure Tommy was asleep, and then made love like it was their wedding night again. Well, at least that's good. At least that's good. They still had 2 more months on the coast, and their story was just beginning. Alright, that was really fucking good. Vacation. It was summer, and summer was the what? Someone has turned off a few lights in the house. Life that have been turned off cannot be possessed. Thought I know which ones are turned off. You're not doing a good. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna end the session here. This game is a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. I love it so far. So, let's check the story so far. When Dan was struggling with the writer's book, he put his book aside for one night to have a bottle of wine and relax with his wife, but also found his notebook in time to send Paul an outline. One later put on our show and asked, "She didn't ask me! Or did she, but I just decided to ignore it." He took Tommy to the beach to look for a conch shell instead, but also sent Paul a rough draft. Fuck. When Linda's grandmother's funeral was the same day as Dan's book signing and a trip they'd planned with Tommy, Dan skipped the book signing to go to the funeral with Linda, but also sent a chapter to Paul for Brackett's quarterly preview. When Linda and Tommy wanted to go on a weekend trip, what's gonna happen next? We're gonna have to find out in the next episode. Until then, guys, stay calm and high five. See ya.